here we are. I I'm a bit late because my printer was broken. I didn't know why, so I brought it to my IT guy, and it turns out there was a piece of chicken inside the cogs, and it just made it so the paper was not coming out due to that. So it was really funny. I had to contain myself first before going live. I put my plate. I put my plate with the food sometimes on the printer itself, and then when my dog comes charging in, I'm not at home. Well, he just does a mess sometimes, and this time a piece of chicken just fell into the printer. uh, all right. Div 4 semifinal. Let me go here. Yeah. We have the draft already. We should be. Let me just put this here so that I don't forget that the draft is starting. I will as well. I will as well disable my webcam, of course, once the draft goes live, so that it doesn't obstruct anything, right? As usual. While we're at it, let me pull the OPGGs. I already casted Sovereign Esports once. I have not casted Celestial Osiris. I know very little about them. But I do know that. Let me pull this. Yeah, let me pull this Valanths so we can see the bracket. Yeah, Celestial already beat Sovereign in the round 1 winners bracket 3-1. Then they lost to Ashen Kittens. I believe they have the Emerald mid laner. And now it's a rematch in the semi-final losers bracket round 3. So anything could happen. If I can quickly find the match report of their match, should be fairly easily available. Yeah, there it is. So in the last match, we see there was a Xin Zhao, there's a Xerath. Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary. These picks are fairly standard. I see a Rumble. Okay, that could be interesting. Ori, Sejuani, Shen. Yeah, well, unfortunately, these are not Dilo picks. Dilo died for our sins. His internet may be live now, but his team is out. So unfortunately, we will not be seeing any Yone jungle. Yeah, hey bro, have not seen you yet here, but happy to see you regardless. Yeah. So as I was saying, I don't believe these teams play anything. Oh, you're jungle for CTL. All right, all right. All right. I would have to see how you play first before I could glaze you. I don't just glaze for nothing, you know. Do you play anything special? Any spicy picks? Like like Yone Jungle, Kaisa Jungle, like Dilo from Twin Long Eel? If not, you will not impress me. I'm sorry. I'm done with the vegan junglers. So Wukong, Jarvan, these kind of junglers which are played every single series. I'm tired. Oh, and Sejuani, of course, the usual. Let me pull this to the left because someone is typing to me. Oh, new drafter. New drafter. All right, let me toss this one to the bin. Okay, we have a new drafter. Let me pull the client back here. And let me type stream ready. I think that's everyone. Yeah, that's all the players. Freaky has to go to team 1. That will be it. Yeah, everything seems to be in order. Oh, this is a best of 5, so we could be here for a long while. Even though they lost 3-1 last time, they had plenty of time to prepare better for this series. Maybe they practiced what they lacked in their first encounter in winners bracket round 1. And we're gonna have a reverse sweep, perhaps. These are always interesting. Listening to silver scrapes is what I live for. Uh, and I think that we should be good to go. Any priority picks? There aren't. I mean, 15 games, 16 games. That's not really a lot of games played. There are some heavy hitters here, like over 200 ranked games played. See a Misfortune. Nafiri could be interesting to watch, I suppose. Asol can always bring joy with his massive ultimates. Any disgusting Smurfers on these teams? It's Plat. It's fine. No Emerald like on Ashen Kittens. I'm gonna keep bringing this up because it's just crazy to me. There is an Emerald player playing against like Gold and Silver player. It's hardly fair, you know. I mean, arguably, I don't think there is that tremendous of a difference between like a Plat 4 player and Emerald 4 player. I just don't believe in that. There's just some macro differences, of course. The lower you go, the harder it is for you to usually close out games, I think. That's the main difference. Even if you're like 10k ahead, you can still lose games sometimes because you don't know how to set up waves, don't know how to move your vision into the enemy jungle. You lose smite fights like Elder, and then you lose the game. So yeah, but last week I casted Sovereign against Dusk. Regrettably, it was a 3-0 stomp. Let's not mince words here. It was a bit of a sad watch, but hopefully today can bring more excitement. I do know this guy, Ferragosto, but not much else. I mean, you say you're jungle, but your most played is Misfortune. So I'm getting mixed signals here. I guess your secondary is ADC. Your ADC main, okay, and you play jungle for your team. All right. But you do play vegan junglers. Unfortunately, you do play the likes of Xin Zhao. Do you play? Please don't play Vi. Every time I see this champion, it's just disgustingly useless. Especially unless you pick it like last pick Vi, maybe, but early pick Vi, you just get countered by spell shields. You just get countered by spell shields and vulnerability, and the champ does literally nothing. I've seen it time and time again in all divisions. It just doesn't work. Okay, we are ready. Let me disable my webcam so that we can see everything. Let me play some music for you guys. This was absurdly loud. All right, we are good to go. And we are seeing a Malphite ban that is a pick for IBXCK. I'm gonna lose my mind pronouncing this name, but it's just a random number generated name, but it's okay. Laui, not the ban I would go for, but I guess it's Sovereign's top laner, one of the main champs. Yeah, I mean, not really here, but well, I think he played. I believe he played it last week in his series, and maybe they're scared of it. But it was against Wolfman, who recently hit Silver 4, so kudos to him. The Synergy's Dusk top laner. I don't think it was much of a competition though for the Ilaoi pick. Mel, definitely a good ban, regardless of the division. The champion is disgusting. And the vegan jungler bans, Xin Zhao, Jarvan gone. Good. Still plenty available. We have the likes of Sejuani up. We have, what else? We have like a Trundle. We have, what else does he play? Like Volibear, I guess. Just no Vi. No Vi, and I'm a happy man. First pick Jinx, bold, okay. I mean, there is no Malphite, no Jarvan, no Xin Zhao. So no easy backline access. Mundo just kind of runs at you, right? It goes where he pleases with the corporate skin, but without much else. I'm sure we can deal with a Mundo walking in a straight line now. Seraphine, okay. No Seraphine Ashe combo. That's the go-to for a lot of teams. Although annoying slows, roots, and of course the Seraphine ultimate, game-changing one for the team fights. Jinx, we either pair it up with a all-in, like a Nautilus, to just lock down the Seraphine early game, or we go with something like a Milio, Nami, to help the Jinx in the lane and afterwards with the heals and shield. But we going for the Trundle. Trundle famously bad into Mundo, I think, because you can't really steal the stats since Mundo just builds HP. Unless it's Trundle Jungle, but blinding Trundle Jungle, I don't really think that's a really good idea, but we just have to wait and see. Yeah, it seems it's Trundle Jungle, so all that Osiris needs to do is not to pick a armor / MR stacking top jungler like Sejuani, and the Trundle should be fairly useless, I think. It does provide like the pillar for displacement, but that's about it. If you can't really steal stats from anyone, you're just a walking meatball which gets blown up quickly by something like a Varus. Varus Seraphine, that's a lot of combo potential. That's a lot of CC. I think that's gonna be a on-hit Varus to deal with the Ornn and Trundle. Yeah, so now the Mundo is free to just run in with the CC setup that Osiris have. Now we're gonna ban out the mid laner, I suppose, for Sovereign. You see the Mordekaiser ban, so I believe that's a Mundo jungle then. Mundo famously not really that difficult to play. You can even first time in a, what was it, in a LCK game, or was it Worlds? I think it was a Worlds where the guy first timed it in the series, like the semifinals or something. A Lulu ban is staple for Jinx players, but there are still many good picks. Again, you can either go all in with the Jinx or and peel for the Jinx with like the likes of Braum or Alistar, or you can just protect the Jinx with shields and CC nullifiers like the Milio does, right? Okay, let's say another strong engage from the Gnar. So a solid team comp, a solid team fight comp thus far, especially with the Mega Gnar available. Gnar should win into Ornn, especially early on, due to the range difference, of course, and the boomerangs flying at Ornn's face. Not sure what will be. Yeah, I said Milio. Milio pretty good against this comp to completely nullify either the Seraphine ulti or the Varus ultimate with the CC removal. And we pair it up with a Hui. Okay, good control mage. You can't really go wrong with Hui. And we round it out with the second control mage, Asol. I hate the Trundle is in this game. I'll be honest. I don't think it provides. I think it provides nothing. Really, anything else would have been better. Like even Vi would have been better, I think. With Vi, you can go on top of the Asol, Varus, Seraphine. But then again, it's not the Vi guy is on Osiris, right? Yeah, damn. I mean, it's the casual Jinx win con, the typical Jinx win con. If Jinx is behind in this game, I feel like Sovereign can't really play that much. They're really strong in choke points with the Jinx Rocket, Hui ultimate, Ornn ultimate, and Trundle Pillar to keep enemies stacked so that the ultis hit multiple targets. But I think the Osiris comp is easier to execute, in my opinion, of course. Should be getting ready. Okay, we are getting water. And it seems I'm gonna run an ad in a second. Mm, so yeah, if I run an ad right now, it's not gonna randomly appear in the game. It's probably for the best. Mm, and we are in champ select. Uh, we shouldn't be dilly dallying. We shouldn't dilly dally too much. So yeah, we're gonna be right back. I'm gonna run an ad and I'm gonna turn on the lights actually.
Warrior's spirit is never broken.
Let me turn this on as well. Where is it? This and this.
Cowards, may you die with your eyes closed.
Turn on the lights.
Who dares defy my will?
Take off my hoodie because it's absurdly hot in this room.
My countermeasures are ready. Even if you...
I am not sure if the overlay will work because League Broadcast is a... I don't think I fully understand how this piece of software works because one time it worked, the second time it didn't. Granted, I created the game while the stream was running. That might have been the issue, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I'll just use what the client has built in, right? Obviously, it would be good to have the nicer UI with the team logos, but what can you do? Okay. So once the ad is over, we should be We should have the game starting very soon. All right, I was supposed to send the link as well to.
You don't have to be afraid of me.
Let me check. Okay, Div 3 is already running. Yeah, Div 3 is running already. The streams, I mean.
I recommend skipping.
Let me send. I was supposed to send the link to Luna as well. My mistake. My mistake. Let me do that right now.
They cannot understand.
Okay. The ad should be over in like 30 seconds. Should be an interesting game to watch, for sure. Sadly, I have nothing to munch on while this is happening. I'm gonna be stuck in here for another 2 minutes. It is 2:30. It might just come down to the player skill checks, like who's just better in lane, not necessarily the team fights. Because whoever comes out on top out of the laning phase should have this game, given that it's just Div 4 and you mainly just wallet check the opposition. That having said that, I think Osiris have a better draft. Their comp is just easier to execute, and their jungler is not a useless pick like the Trundle. So hopefully we're gonna see great things from this Mundo, or I'm gonna have to eat my words. They don't have, like, Sovereign doesn't really have a lot of CC. They have the Ornn ultimate, the Hui Fear. There's like Jinx slows, Million knockback with the ball. It's not exactly the hardest of CCs, except the Ornn ultimate, of course. On the other hand, we have the Gnar stun, the Gnar ulti, the Asol ultimate, the various roots from the ulti, the Seraphine double root, and the ultimate. So there's just much more potential on the side of Osiris than there is on Sovereign. And this Jinx might just find herself having to fend off a Mundo running straight at her with the machine gun build with Titanic, and a Gnar jumping over a wall with the Claw ultimate, right? I don't remember the names, pardon me. It's just too many league abilities to keep track of. Yeah, 2 more minutes. Again, if the overlay doesn't work, it's alright. I'll just bring the usual. Looking at the players again, this is Sovereign, right? Yeah. So we have 3 gold players, 2 plat players. On Osiris, we have gold players and 2 plat players as well. So when it comes to rank differences, it's not terrible. It's basically the same. Again, no emerald frauds in here, like on Ashen Kittens. I guess his coach was just that good that he climbed from gold to emerald in the span of 2 months, or was it 1 month even? Best coach ever, I suppose. These win rates are great. It's just there aren't that many games played for all the players. I like what I saw in the game against Sovereign Dusk last week from Sovereign, for sure. Oh, this is the wrong button. Yeah, 1 minute. I like what I saw. I like the team play. There was discipline. And was a plan for each game and each draft. So I think it might not be just a casual repeat from their first match in the winners bracket round 1. I think they're gonna give Osiris a run for their money, and it's gonna be a much closer series than last time, hopefully, because the stomps are not exactly fun to cast, and especially if they drag on when one team has like a 10k goal difference, then it's just a real bore to cast, because you know the other team is gonna win, but they have to stick out till the end, you know. Hopefully we're gonna see something else than a Trundle next year. Again, we have the Vi, which is a problem, but I think a Vi was much better than Trundle. This is like the only time I'm gonna say this. Some spicy picks in here. There's a Shyvana, there's a Jax, and again, a Jax or Shyvana into this much CC, not exactly the best pick out there, right? In comp, you have to play these tanks, of course. Like, I play Sejuani only. That's my only tank. And Zenzao, I guess, but it's a bruiser. My only vegan junglers out there that I can pull out. Alright, let's see if this is gonna work. My OBS here to check, because the overlay does not appear for me. It only appears for the stream. So I'm gonna see it go live right now, hopefully. Okay, this is gone. And it appears it does not work great. Okay, let me try to fix it for a second.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Can I refresh it? Oh, there it is. Wait, does it work? Wait, I saw it. It should be working, but it's not. Well, I remember it. Let me zoom out. It's fine, guys. I'll just do this, and I'll figure it out later. Scoreboards, time controls, and this is all. Hopefully no one dies when I always have to do this to make sure it's live. Alright, what's happening? And let me do this as well. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Again, the Gnar should have the edge in the early game. Top lane due to the range difference. I don't know what this Trundle can do, frankly. Maybe some early kills mid lane with the pillar. Like the pillar into fear, and then you just blow the Acel up. Possibly. Seems Jinx has the push. That's not really surprising, given the rockets, but taking a lot of damage. Might die here, actually. I'm not sure what was the cleanse for. I don't think he was slowed by anything. It's a bit of a misuse of the summoner, unfortunately. This Ornn is not a pushover. Not losing in CS yet. Jinx recalling. Okay, who gets the Drake first? I imagine it should be blue team getting it with the Trundle. That's a good trade for the Ornn. I've learned in Div 4, you don't really see much action early on. You just kind of go with the flow, just farm. It's like a truce, like non-aggression pact. You just hit the minions, do nothing, and that's a miss on the cannon that's gonna hurt him. And this is a huge trade. No mana on the Ornn though. I guess the Gnar is gonna recall. And I think I have the, yeah, I have the Fog of War turned off. Turned on. It's a bit sad that I don't have the overlay, but it is what it is. Probably a very easy way to fix it. I just can't really troubleshoot it in the middle of the game, you know? The call pick up top lane. Yeah. Again, I miss Delo. I miss the junglers who invade. Don't just blindly clear, you know? Obviously, it's better to invade with something aggressive, like an assassin jungler, or a aggressively clearing jungler who can hop walls and make sure the enemy jungler is surprised that you're there at his camp. Trundle and Mundo, not really that. They're just the usual full clearing baboons, right? Drake will be spawning. Yeah, actually just spawned. Red team has the push now. So I imagine once we clear top to bottom as Mundo, we are gonna get the dragon. The timer of the clear pretty bad because the Krugs and Raptors already spawned. Not really good gold management then. I guess he was trying for a counter gank bot lane or looking for an opportunity. Okay, Trundle, the bad recall from Mundo is gonna cost them the first Drake. It's gonna be the first Chemtech going to the Trundle on Sovereign. For the first game, I'm gonna add the score for both teams, yeah? Right now is the first game, so obviously it's 0-0. Jinx losing in CS heavily, given that it's that's gonna miss, and it's not exactly the best pillar, and Milio kind of helping with the ball. Gnar does have Mega. Okay, so a good gank from the Trundle. Drake pickup and the gank. And that's a horrible miss on the... that's... my eyes. It's a horrible miss on the Gnar ultimate. Would not have killed the Ornn anyway, so... I mean, you might as well use it, right? You're not gonna be fighting in a team fight. You might as well use the cooldown anyway, but... It was a horrible miss. Not even close. Ornn, I mean, Varus really bullying that Jinx. Jinx being the win con of Sovereign, cannot really be behind. Needs these early items for sure. And probably the worst person to be fed on the side of Osiris would be Aesol, I think. A good control mage behind strong tanks is a nightmare of any team. Okay, Ornn is now feeling the burn of the Gnar, but still not behind in CS whatsoever. The CSing not that great for both top laners. We have a Trundle gank, not really accomplishing much. No flash, good fly ability from Aesol, I guess. Mundo is just AFK clearing. Really doing much around the map. And we have our first pause. And I'm going to use that first pause to actually bring up the scores on the screen. Which is going to be 0 and not 2. It's going to be 0. very professional scores. And while this is happening, let me still try to fix this. Can I fix this? Caster mode. Surely this can work. Okay. Right. Let me bring back this. Yeah, there's a pause, guys, so you're not missing anything whatsoever, you know? Yeah, this is still not showing. Let me hide this for a second. Casting overlay. Why is this not working? That is what's puzzling me. Page permissions. Read access. Full access. Does that fix it? Surely it does, right? No. No, it doesn't. Do we know? Audi ping. Okay. I mean, that's great. That gives me more time to try and fix it, you know? Yeah, I do see it here. Refresh cache. How about now? Now? Yes? No. What if I hide all? I'm sure there's a button for it. No? No. God damn it. How to fix it? How to fix it? I don't know how to fix it. It's really sad because I really like this this overlay. R. Oh, never mind. Okay. Since the game is still not running, we keep trying to fix it, I guess. Stream. We'll switch. Okay, this does work. What if I use the other one? This one. Copy link. What if I use this one? Let's see. Okay. Does this fix it? Probably not. No. But the overlay is so cool. Come on. Wait, what if order move to top? And troubleshooting is so annoying when you don't know what's wrong. I feel like a complete idiot. Again, nothing is really happening, so I might as well try to make this as eye-pleasing as possible. Yeah. If only there was someone who understood why this is not working. What if I were to use a local file? Let me see. Casting overlay, local file, download. What about now? Come on. What do you mean? No? This is a really long pause. This is a twin koi kind of pause and twin long eel. Full access, refresh cache, defaults. Are we ready, guys? No? Yes? I guess not. It's alright. What if I restore defaults? Do this. Do 1920, 1080. Okay. Fuck it. Fuck it, guys. I tried. I'll keep troubleshooting once the game actually ends. It worked in one series, I believe, in last week. I don't know what was different though. I genuinely don't know. Okay, it seems Audi is not lagging anymore. The stream replay, the Spectre decline is gonna poop itself in just a second. A pause after the pause, the usual. We have the grubs being started by the red team. Very good for the split pushing Gnar. That means, of course, that Varus is left by himself. Granted, he has the arrow to farm from afar. Should not be in danger of dying. Unless he overstays his welcome. With the Trundle. And Stings being ganked. Trundle could have actually killed the Varus. Walking behind him. Decides against it and wants to invade. And now doesn't. I was staying in the bush for whatever reason. What are we doing, guys? Now we're not gonna be able to steal the blue anymore because Seraphine is there and Mundo is coming. Yeah, there was a lot of dead air, I'll be honest, with the. And that was gonna be a smite fight, and no, it's just a leash for the Mundo. Well played, Trundle, I suppose. See, he's trying to be useful with these gangs. I think he could have killed the Acel there, or rather, not Acel, the Seraphine, but. And can this be a kill? I think it can. And a solo bolo from the Ram. Very well played. Rather, it was a rather bad play from Gnar as well. You know, it's always the game of these unforced errors, like in tennis, in especially lower divisions. Who makes more unforced mistakes? Oh, I have this open by mistake. Yeah. So the gold is still dead even at 10 minutes. The dragon should be spawning relatively soon. Yeah, 40 seconds. Game is very much fully open, an open book. We don't know who's winning, really. Both teams get one objective, and it might be a dive. A dive against Milio, though. And again, we completely missed the Seraphine ulti. Seraphine is dead to the tower. Thankfully, it is just dies to the tower. No assist, no kill for anyone. A bit of a poor tower aggro management. And they're gonna be completely fine. And we have the Trundle entering the mix. This might be a dead Mundo. I think he is. And this is a flash chop into the Infernal Drake. there was, I think, there was more bad played from Osiris than well played from Sovereign. But regardless, a kill is a kill, an objective is an objective. And Audie is just manhandling the Gnar. Holy shit! And he's just another solo kill. Like, what's happening top? Why is this Gnar losing to an Ornn? Not zoning with the boomerang really bites him in the ass. Okay, so 1k gold lead. We still have not great CSing all around, really. No one anywhere close the 10 CS per minute margin, but it's alright, it's alright. That Ornn would really love these Void Grubs as he's hitting the tower, but the game might completely change once we reach the... Whenever he flies like that, it's just a extremely telegraphed fear ability for the Hui. And now we have Trundle ganking bot again. This should be a kill on Seraphine at least. No? Let's say double flash? Okay. Mega Death Rocket's still up. The problem with the on-hit theirs is before you hit these, I want to say like 2-item spike, your champ is fairly useless if you get camped like that. Very hard to walk up to farm without the lethality build. Granted, of course, the on-hit build does more damage. It just takes longer to take off the ground, and it's just harder to play because you have to actually maneuver yourself well in the team fight and dodge the incoming skill shots. While it's the lethality there, you can just stand 4 screens away like Xerath and just fire away with the arrows. The gold is almost dead even again. Granted, if you don't farm that well, you're not gonna get the gold difference from just perfect CSing. Gnar still does not have Triforce. I hate finishing Sunfire Cape on Ornn. I think just getting Bami Cinder is enough. And you can either get, if you want to get more damage, you could go something like Iceborne. That's a disgusting Seraphine ultimate with like 200 ping. This could be a dead Ornn. No, he's at his tower. Maybe third Drake could spark, let's say, very odd ASO ultimate. I saw the vision. I hated the execution. The Hui should be fine, and we have a second pause. That's almost 10 minutes now. I am not liking what I'm seeing. But that means, you know what that means? That he's beating in my ass. That means more troubleshooting in the background. That's in-game. I mean, it should be working. Why is it not working? Everything is working here. Game camera, caster mode. Yeah, it should be. I'm looking at literally everything, and it does not make any sense that it's not working. The overlay. Like, look, it's all there. It's all there. The link is there. The default is there. I mean, I could try to use the default one again, I guess. Here. Is it here? It is paused. Current game. Yeah, current game. The Drakes are there. Everything on stage. Is it? I don't think it matters. Just feel really silly. Is it due to this? Could be this, I guess. Does this matter? No. The pause is still running in the background, guys. You're not missing anything. Settings. This is not it. Patch, hotkeys, account. I mean, it's should be all good. Let's quickly check in. Just say I have higher ping without pausing. Like my. Okay. And an ad seems appropriate in these circumstances. I'll see you soon after the ad. While I'm trying to figure out why is this not working. Now it just stopped working altogether, huh? Let me go back to this one, copy. Are we live, guys? No? Seems that's a no. Damn. Okay, that's 12 minutes on the pause screen. I'll be honest, guys, that's a bit much. That's a bit much. Is there a button I'm missing? Control something to bring up the other overlay? I don't think so. It's really sad. Yeah, 3.5 minutes on timer left. And then what? They have to forfeit the game, or what's happening? If once the timer runs out, the 3.5 minutes, they have to forfeit the game. Oh, there we go. Okay, now we have the usual pause after the pause. Hopefully it's gonna disappear soon. Meanwhile, let me eat some peanuts, I suppose. It's good to have some peanuts laying around, leaving these long pause screens. Alright. Thing is, maybe winning these skirmishes, but if their top laner keeps DCing, they'll just lose due to a forced FF vote, right? Unless they'll just play with a lagging top laner, that's fair as well. I'm sure that Ornn can actually ulti with 200 ping. It seems we are proxying. Sure. Sigma move. No fear. And it's a miss. It's enough peanuts for now. Third Drake should be spawning relatively soon. Yeah, 1 minute. And that's a Herald for the red team. The TP accomplishes absolutely nothing. They ran them from MZ to A1. Gonna be... Yeah, that was like extremely telegraphed. Question is, can they kill this Ornn? He has no... Yeah, that's a clear, easy kill for the Asol. Or Ornn. I mean, or Gnar. Varus being alone is an easy pickup for the Jinx. So, a nice cross-map play from Sovereign. I suppose they're gonna spawn Herald for mid lane, as they're gonna be taking the third dragon. And they lose the dragon? We don't fight for the dragon, we just die for... Well, we get the first tower, but now they have soul point. And now you might actually die to the way you're flying straight into Ornn. Ornn does not have the ultimate. Good flash. And okay, let's see. Okay, that's just that just tells how low amount of a CC Sovereign has. They cannot stop an Asol. Oh, sorry. Cannot stop an Asol running into the teleport. And a turret for nothing bot lane. They have a very marginal gold lead, but at what cost? They have a half K, not even, like 400 gold lead, but there is a soul point for Sovereign. A very strange game. Very even, not many kills. Like in a Twin Long Eel game, you would have had 40 kills by now. In Div 2. Both teams very disciplined, I guess. Or just scared to make any proactive plays. We have to fight for the soul point, though. There's like no way you're gonna just give it up. What's the soul? The soul is Hex. Hex is... It's fine. I think it would be much better on the side of the... On the side of Osiris. With the various arrows. And Mundo Cleavers. And we have a... Yeah, there's just two ultis used top, not respecting where the top and mid of a Sovereign are. Very random plays. Osiris are fumbling the bag, the kids say. In this first match for sure. Then again, they won 3-1. This may be the same case as last time. They're gonna drop one game and then win 3 in a row. And again, some useless champs being picked like Trundle, not exactly any power picks for Freaky. Trying for the steal on the blue, and they should get it. Gnar counter jungling. Yeah, you... I don't think he's gonna die for this. He has the ghost. Has the ultimate very soon. The Hui though, is in danger. Should die to the cleaver. Well played. Overstepped into a dark jungle. The Baron should be spawning relatively soon. Yeah, 20 seconds, right? The Baron 20 seconds. We haven't really had a proper team fight. I hate this build on Ornn. Finish Thornmail and finish Sunfire Cape. Such a waste of gold. And he upgraded the Sunfire Cape, I believe? Yeah, I think so. Maybe it would have been better to upgrade like a Triforce for Trundle. Or Yuntal for Jinx, perhaps. Then again, you probably want to upgrade the Infinity Edge for Jinx. It's probably the most gold efficient item as far as I remember. I mean, once Varus gets Rage Blade, maybe they can properly team fight. You have a lot of engage with the Seraph. Well, you have to hit the Seraphine ulti first. Has Rylai's, unfortunately. It's a very selfish build. I don't think that's too great, given that she's 0-2. You can go damage if you get some kills on Seraphine early, but not in these circumstances, I think. Bit of a waste of gold, unfortunately. I mean, Trundle being really useful this game, I think that's more due to Osiris not making the correct plays, but again, a win is a win, yeah? Regardless of whose fault is it.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
No vision at Baron. They have these 2 wards in the bushes, but they're gonna be soon cleared by the crab. Jinx is hitting Baron for some reason, just dying, I guess. And a flash from Seraphine. We're just walking in, guys. We're just walking, just doing a conga line essentially. No vision, just walk in. Like who cares? And it cost them the soul. Just sneaking the soul without the sneaking a first dragon. And let's not dive. Yeah, we are diving. We are knocking them back. What's going? Ah, we are. What the fuck was that? Oh. I saw the vision. It's just all dark colors. I'm afraid. I think this Asol is dead. Yeah, that was as horrible a team fight on the side of Osiris as it possibly could be, and somehow they're winning. Somehow it's not an ace for blue team. I don't know how. We knock everyone back with the Gnar ulti towards their nexus, not into the wall, and somehow it is only 2-4-2. I don't know how that's possible. Again, I saw the vision, the execution, horrible. Absolutely terrible. I mean, I guess Trundle can start ulting Monday now, since he is building armor. In these circumstances, I think you should just... If you want armor, you should go Randuin's for the Jinx crits. I think going Deadman's on Mundo serves no purpose whatsoever, since you already have the speed boost from your ultimate if need be. A bit of a... excuse me. A bit of a... not really a gold efficient build. And not suitable for your champion either. We have a 3v4, 3v3 top lane. We're probably just gonna wait for the dragon, I suppose. 2.5 minutes, still ways away. We're gonna do Baron, I guess. We're just randomly starting Baron because they have no vision. Are we really just gonna sneak a Baron like that? Really? Really? If that rock is solo, that would have been kind of sick. Blue team, like, please, like, you've been playing so well. I was praising you so much, and now you just lose a Baron due to no ward at all in the pit or even near it. I hate it. I hate it. That was really bad plays from the blue team, losing Baron like that. I mean, it doesn't cost them that much gold, really. Since the gold is basically dead even, just a 500 gold difference. But they still have the soul point. The red team will have the Baron though. Very strange plays from both teams. Okay, now we upgrade the Triforce for Trundle. And maybe Isn't Leandri's upgrade better? Maybe? I don't know. I don't really know the gold efficiency of Ornn upgrades. I'll be honest. I don't know any by heart. I know Triforce is for sure gold efficient, but the other ones, I don't know. Anyway, Drake should be spawning in 1 minute. So we should see a 5v5 due to the soul point. Unless the red team just casually takes Drake due to no vision again from blue team. His Aesol is starting to get a bit scary. Once he gets Leandries, the dot damage from the Fire Breath and the ulti will be definitely a force to be reckoned with. In these tight corridors though, Hue... Emilio just disappears, I guess. We are throwing everything in Mundo. No Hue ultimate. This should be a free Drake. Granted, they have Baron as well. Drake should be spawning just now. Yeah, 10 seconds for the Dragon. And we have a TP bot lane. They do want to fight for this. And there should be a dead Jinx, seeing how she has no flash. It is a Varus ulti used just for the Jinx. It is the majority of their damage, of course. No Mega. I'm not sure the Nara can be... Okay, the Mega is going live now. We're zoning from the Drake. Well played, well played. Now, we are suiciding. Gnar is on a different page from his team. Very bad play. Terrible play from Gnar. Playing by himself like that. Now Ornn is there full HP. I guess it's time to escape, guys. Every man for himself. Let's not walk back in. And the Ornn ulti completely misses. Even if it lands on Mundo, he has the passive up, so it doesn't really matter. And the casual BM from IBXCK. Mods, are you seeing this? They deserve a peanut. Well, cover more than one peanut. I think we might be in danger of getting outscaled by this Osiris team comp. Granted, they have the Jinx, and she really needs that IE. Once she gets IE, the champion is fully online. Yeah, that's that that on-hit build really popping off. Like that Trundle just disappeared. And Varus disappears from the rocket. Artemis 2 mission hit Varus right in the dome. Really difficult to push into Aesol though with the Fire Breath. It just destroys the... Jinx just face tanked the tower and Aesol. No fear, I have to get this plating. This is my goal, bitch. Yeah, the longer this game goes, the stronger this Aesol gets. So unless he gets caught out, teamfights are going to be really difficult. Especially if he has the Mega ultimate. The Mega Star. Jinx should be able to buy... Yeah, I think this is the IE purchase happening right now. And it is. You have the 3 damage power spike. 3 item power spike for Jinx. But red team just has better team fighting, I think. I'm sorry, but unless we fully blow someone up before Mundo and Gnar just bash your head in, I fear for Sovereign's ability to close out this game. Close out. The gold is dead even. To close out may be the wrong term in these circumstances. Okay, that barely misses. Regardless, even if it does, I don't think there is much follow-up in these circumstances. The Trundle is, again, like this Trundle, I guess he can ulti that only hits the Trundle, forces the Milia ult. This only hits the Mundo, and this Varus is very scary. He's just gonna free fire on everyone beyond hit. Everyone is dead. This is a free Baron. Freaky should die. Yup. Yeah, that's a Varus power spike. Terminus, Ginsu's, and Blade of Ruin King. You don't really have much dive potential on that Varus. If you don't, then you're gonna get outscaled by the Varus. Granted, Jinx can technically pop him with like 2 autos, but you have to actually get to the Varus and not get CC chained by the likes of Varus ulti into Gnar ulti into Seraphine ulti. And just like that, from even game, we had a 5k gold lead. It should be a free Baron for the side of Osiris. And possibly even 3rd Drake that's spawning in 30 seconds. So we should probably do Baron and then right straight to the Dragon Pit to make sure that Hextech Soul will not land in the hands of Sovereign. The Rocket, of course, misses, hitting the giant ass of Asol. And we're gonna have another team fight, probably the decider. I think the blue team will get aced here and lose the game. Yeah, Freaky dead. Very good route from Seraphine, atoning for his sins from the laning phase and the early skirmishes. Yeah, from 3 soul points, now red team is on the soul point themselves with 3 Hextechs. It's a lot of ability haste for the Varus and Asol. Now all we need is good wave management, bot lane and top lane, and this game should be easy pickings. Yeah, that Trundle is very useless, doing relatively nothing in these team fights. Does marginal damage, can't really tank them much, can't really engage them much, just kind of wall him off with these CC. He just fails to run at you. Mundo, on the other hand, is free to go where he pleases. It's like a complete opposite of Trundle this game. He can still go full tank and it doesn't matter. Like his damage keeps growing. Okay, we have a strong wave top lane. No, this is a 1-3-1. Yeah, Mundo goes where he pleases, as I said. I don't know what happened this game. It was like very even at one point. Like actually it was even for 30 minutes, and then just randomly red team won the team fight and got 5k Baron, 3rd Drake, and blue team will just lose, yeah? I think it's just draft diff for the most part. I don't think I think both teams were making a lot of mistakes, especially these the Gnar. These Gnar ultis just hitting enemies in the second game on the other screen. Yeah, I know, but some of these early plays were atrocious, especially the Gnar ultimates hitting nothing or hitting the enemies back where you wanna ult them either into the wall or into you instead. Seraphine ultis hitting Narnia as well. Regardless, a win is a win, as I was saying. So, okay, I have to ban a bot. And this will be the first game going towards Osiris. But well played. And apologies that my overlay is not working, but it is what it is. All right, let's see the damage graphs really quick before the lobby gets created. or rather before I get invited to the lobby. Deny. Let's see. Yeah, no surprises here. Aesol dominating with the AoE for most of his abilities. Again, the Gnar ultis, terrible. Seraphine ultis, terrible for the most part. Very eager to see what can Sovereign do. Hopefully, they will not tilt play, like in their first series. They lost 3-1, right? Obviously, a lot of things may have changed since then, as I already mentioned. So hopefully they will come back strong. What are their power picks? That's my OPGG, not the opposition. Yeah. So we have. What could they bring out? The Urgot was nice. The Garen could be a curveball. I don't think Ilaoi is realistic, seeing how he had such a good showing on it in the game against Dusk. Let me make sure to invite me to the lobby. Yeah. What else? Yeah, Freaky needs to step his shit up. No more Trundle. If I see a Vi in the second game in like first pick and then that gets completely countered, I'm gonna lose my shit. Let's look at our star from Celestial. Where are you? Why this name? Like, what is that supposed to mean? Something? Did you just smash your head on the keyboard? Let me go to the spectate. I mean, Zahan is very good. I would say it's very blindable. Very good for team fights. Not that many people play him. I don't know why. Maybe he's just a bit harder to play, a bit less straightforward. And again, like late game, you just ulti straight into everyone with like half HP. You're just unkillable. You provide you give so much space to your carries, and you heal so much, and then you have the old Aatrox passive as well. Like the champion is very good. I think the best Zahan I've seen thus far was from Stevo from Arc Void and Div 2. Definitely something to keep in mind. Hopefully I'll receive the invite to the draft, unless actually we're gonna just keep the same draft. Let me just do game 2. Hopefully the draft remains the same. I'm like slowly disappearing from the frame of my webcam, but it's alright. I think, yeah, I think it's fine. Since nothing is happening, let me quickly run an ad, and we'll be right back with the draft for the second game. Let me run downstairs for a beverage. I'll be right back. Co się dzieje? Nic, bo tak krzyczał. Napić, a nie ma wody. I jeszcze jest sekretny składnik autko bez kółek. Wiem. Okay. Nothing's happening. League broadcast not working. Very sad. Very, very sad indeed. Okay, while that's happening, let me one more time try to fix the overlay. But regrettably, I'll probably be it will not work anymore. Use this one, copy link, casting overlay. Anything happening, guys? No, we're still waiting for the players. No biggie. Man, I really should get Nightbot in this stream because I hate these bots spamming my chat with the free followers or whatnot. The emotes are underway. Once I get the emotes, I'll probably start streaming something else than casting. Actually playing games, which I wanted to do all along, right? Which I did do when I was on parental leave, but that was a long time ago. It was 2 years ago at that point. Maybe play some Kingdom Come 2. I think that would be a good playthrough for sure for the stream. Haven't bought it yet, but I'm waiting for the summer discounts. Yeah, given that the game is fairly expensive. Yeah, again, hopefully Sovereign won't go on tilt after the first loss in the series, because we were talking about these unforced errors, and in this division, if you make a misstep, it's usually a fairly drastic one. But since the enemies don't really know how to punish it, it didn't really matter as much, I think. From what I've seen, like you see a Gnar just completely missing the ulti and it doesn't matter. Like we just go about our days and just walking it off essentially. Same with the Seraphine ulti hitting enemies in next game. We have the players joining. Probably mean the draft will be starting very soon. It's a shame that my internet completely dipped last week during the Twin Long Eel game. I really wanted to cast it, but since Dilo wasn't there, I guess it didn't really matter. This was a very sad 3-0 with the Phil Jungler. Let's see what's happening in the third division. We have Garlic Bread Mafia leading 1-0 against Madmen. I don't know about Quantum and Celestial. I don't really want to open the stream on my stream. You're just gonna have to open their stream yourself and check for yourselves. Yeah. Okay, guys, we've been here a long time already. I'm sure everyone had already emptied their bowels and got their beverage, kissed their loved ones in between games, and we are ready for the second draft. I'm sure, guys. What if I close and open League broadcast? Will that fix it? I don't think it will, but force exit, sure. Maybe force exit. This shouldn't be that difficult. It's 100% only my fault. I'm certain of it. And probably something very obvious as well. Why it's not working. A secret keybind that I'm missing. The draft is still not done. And we have CTLO winning. So let me do one to make sure everyone knows what the score is. And I think we are ready for draft. So let's get this show on the road. That's not the right button. Let me delete my webcam. And let me turn this music back on. Let me turn this actually. Another Alawi ban, no surprises here. Has a nice ring to it. Malphite. We're probably gonna see the same bans as the usual approach. So again, the vegan junglers will be exiting the rift. Malphite, Jarvan, probably Xin Zhao. Remember, Ari was in the second phase. Down to the wire. That's not Fury. That's that interesting pick I was talking about. Regrettably, you won't be seeing it. Come on, guys. It's not that difficult now. Just repeat the same band. We don't adjust our strategies here. This is LCK. Nami ban, okay. So, maybe someone plays a Lucian or MF Nami. Nami Lucian. And again, Nami is very good with champions who use their abilities in lane, mainly for damage. And then you amplify the damage with the 3 bubbles for the autos. Xin Zhao banned last time. Sovereign decides against it. Goes for the Ari ban instead. And it's a Smolder picked very early. Don't really want to go with all in with Smolder, because in the laning phase you might kind of suffer. Opting for Volibear instead. Could be top lane. Haven't seen Volibear in a long time because the champion was a bit gutted, I'll be honest. Gutted both top lane and jungle. Especially jungle. That champ is not what it used to be for sure. The clear is very slow. Blitzcrank. Okay, that's not something I had on my bingo card. It's a spicy pick for sure. If you pull that Smolder, he's insta-dead. There's no question about it. Now all you need is a heavy damage mid. Okay, so the plan is to hook whoever you want. And you hook into the trap preferably with the knockup of Blitz. I have not seen many Caitlyn's who are actually capable of pulling off that combo of people purposefully walking through the traps. Starting to think that only like Emerald and above Caitlyn's can do that. Leona Smolder, okay. We definitely do not want to pull the Leona into us. That leaves mid and top for Osiris, and possibly the same for Sovereign, unless it's a flex pick with the Volibear. So the Volibear is more of a pick of BXCK on the side of Celestial. And we are banning Renekton. So that probably means that Volibear is jungle. Unless Osiris is completely misreading this whole draft. Banning another control mage, perhaps? Veigar, yeah. Second control mage. And we're just focusing top lane. Not sure what is left. There is an Urgot, but a blind Urgot can be very dicey. Can be easily counterable. Very strong power pick though, if you're good on it. Can definitely run away with the game. And we go for Aurora, top left with R5. R5 Enjoyer top laner. And is this going to be a Shyvana? No. Shyvana... it'll be Shyvana top lane. Blind Shyvana top, I don't think that's the greatest idea. Syndra, really normal pick against Aurora. Definitely a skill matchup on both sides. And something, yeah, and we see the Urgot. Granted, I thought it was gonna be picked on the Sovereign side, picking it away instead. Are we gonna go for a Shen? Or something that can actually contest the Urgot in lane? Not that Shen can't, it's just a bit of a rough matchup if you don't know what you're doing. And it's Gwen. Gwen into Urgot. Okay. Definitely a very skill-intensive matchup. I'm not sure which team kind of like more. I think the Volibear is a bit might be just as useless as Trundle, just because Volibear was just gutted in many patches. Many subsequent patches, actually. Slower clears, slower damage and everything. If you do go like Dusk and Dawn first, the Kayla and Syndra can completely obliterate you if they come out of lane fed by any means. Gwen, I think, loses into Urgot early game, and then it becomes a skill matchup later on. I think, well, Gwen notoriously OP the longer the game goes. I mean, the OP is very strong in the side lane, especially. Still can get blown up incredibly easily if Blitzcrank pulls her into a Caitlyn trap, or just Syndra 100-0s her with the unstoppable force with the ultimate. Surely the champ select should be starting soon. Again, much more difficult draft for Sovereign, I think. Smolder needs to stack until late game. Let me bring myself back up. Smolder needs to stack until late game. Gwen, not tremendously strong early on versus Urgot. Aurora, skill matchup against Syndra, can easily feed and lose the game on the spot if Syndra gets fed. And we have the wildcard Blitz. Is either completely dog useless, just a straight into the bin of a pick, or can win you games if you pull the right targets at the right time, obviously. With as every hook champion, like Thresh, for example, yeah. High risk, high reward. And Xin is just existing there with the ultimate. Yeah, I'm curious what can this Volibear do. I think it might be similar to the Trundle. So strong early game ganks into falling slowly into nothingness. Let's see if this is gonna be a slow start again, with the 0-0 until like 10 minutes in. Seeing how we have Urgot and Caitlyn, in Blitzcrank, I don't think it's gonna be a slow start. We're gonna see the early kills, whichever way. And these junglers will need to capitalize on their lane strengths and weaknesses. A lot of setup for this, both the Xin and the Volibear. Well, more for the Xin. We have the hook, we have the traps, we have the Syndra stun, we have the Urgot E. I don't know how to call it, like the pull, I suppose. While on Sovereign, we only have Leona CC for the Volibear gank coming in. And it seems the champ select will be starting. So let me turn this off really quick. Yeah, you guys got a button. Hopefully the lobby is not broken. Yeah, there we go, guys. Let's hope this is gonna be smooth sailing and we won't be wasting too much time picking the already picked champion. Apologies. I've not slept much yesterday. I'm gonna be yawning occasionally. I promise it's not due to boring gameplay. I'm just yawning due to sleep deprivation, the usual. As a father of 3, it's a bit easy to get sleep deprived very occasionally. I'm looking for anything interesting that could happen in game 3. Not finding it, unfortunately. Maybe we should pick a Misfortune. Very easy to execute. You don't ban Jarvan and you pick it instead for Freaky. Jarvan, Misfortune, a combo as old as time. And you could technically go even a Orianna, go full combo, full teamfight combo. Can't really miss with that. I think Gwen can definitely feed versus the Urgot. That's what I fear. And if she's too behind, that pick will be completely nullified in the side lane. And they do need a good side laner for the split push. Otherwise, the Urgot will just run rampant going 1v3 into the Sovereign's comp. We should have the push bot lane. Smolder will most likely not have the push because he's notoriously useless early on. In the granted, if he's against a strong opposition, of course. Caitlyn, Blitzcrank might get some early kills. I don't know how is the aim of that blitz, of that support. We're just gonna have to wait and see, and do a tally of missed and hit hooks in the end.
Your commands tire me.
Okay, the pick and ban phase is nearing its end. I'm Unfortunately, we're only starting the game 2 and it's already 8:40. That's due to the almost 20 minutes of a pause and dilly-dallying in between creating drafts and champ select. So if it does go to a 3-2 kind of series, it's gonna last until 11 or midnight, unfortunately. But it is what it is. I hope it's gonna be an exciting series and it won't be a stomp. The last game was very weird because it was very even and then it wasn't after one team fight. So I guess they reached the late game and they said no, we outscaled you, which might be the same in this game. I think this time it's Sovereign who has the late game with the Smolder, with the Gwen. They just have to reach it. On the other hand, Osiris have an edge early game. And the skirmish kind of situation with the Xin Zhao, with the Urgot and these choke points, with the fear from the ultimate can really make a difference. So we need Caitlyn to be strong coming out of the laning phase, same with the Urgot. Otherwise, I think Sovereign has it in the bag. So, clear game plan. Once this timer reaches 0, I'll run a quick ad, and we will be right back with game 2. Yeah. Hopefully, no more pauses, please and thank you. And maybe somehow the timer will be working miraculously. I don't think so, but one can dream, you know? One can dream that it will actually work. I even see it. This display capture. It's casting overlay. What if I... Okay, wait. Hear me out. Hear me out. If I create it from scratch again. Let me actually remove it right now. I'm not sure it's actually properly set up. Caster. We do this. We do 1920, 1080. Okay. And is it here? Yeah, it should be here. Okay. We have 1 minute 30 until the game starts. May the best team win. Yeah, the second game is running already. Sorry if I'm mumbling to myself a bit. I'm just really eager to get this overlay to work, but I'll probably fail tremendously, as usual. Caster mode, champion select. Yeah, okay. Exciting picks. I'm always excited for these unorthodox picks, like the Blitzcrank. Well, Gwen is a bit less unorthodox, but you don't see it that often anymore after the nerfs that she receives. So I'm hoping for a good game. I'm hoping for a close game, not a stomp, because we all know how stomps can be very boring. And hopefully Sovereign will not be playing on tilt, and we're gonna have a great League of Legends game. So, having said that, the game will be starting, and may the best team win again. Yeah, there we go. The very professional score line. I'm gonna remove it if the overlay will actually be working, but I highly doubt it. And it's actually working. Holy! I don't know why it's working, but I'll take it. I will take it. So let me do. Oh no. Whatever. All right. Great. So let me bring up my overlay now. Actually see it. Scoreboard. Time controls. Chat. Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. Move to live. And that's very strong already. Strong early game. Bullying the Leona. Then again, I think we had a engage on Caitlyn as well. That's 12 CS to 3 and a Gwen under tower. So that early game, definitely a strong suit of Osiris. Let me remove these scores now. It seems you have a gank from Volibear, very strange. Really accomplishing anything. Let me open my dashboard on my phone, seeing how I have to watch OBS for the overlay. Stream manager. There we go. Right, awesome. I mean, very ambitious. These trades are not exactly something you'd be hoping for as the Caitlyn. Yeah, not utilizing the range. Oh, that's a beautiful counter gank. That's a very... That should be a dead Leona. And unfortunately, the first blood does not go to Caitlyn. Regardless, a beautiful counter gank from Xin Zhao. Well played, well played. It's already a half K gold lead at 4 minutes. And a good gank from the Volibear. It should be... No, that's not a... That's a clean kill on the Syndra. So, well played to both junglers. Punishing the mid laner there. And as I said, Gwen, not exactly the strongest in this matchup early on. It's after a few items was where she shines. Missing all of these minions though. Bit of a puke moment. Let me bend this guy. Should be hitting these level 6s soon. And Drake should belong to the Caitlyn. Otherwise, why pick the Caitlyn? It's a good cleanse. But again, no traps. Yeah, these traps are terrible. As I would expect. That's straight on top of... Okay, that we are missing everything, but... I want to say it doesn't matter, but unfortunately it mattered. We missed the key We missed the Peacemaker, or Pacemaker is the ability of Caitlyn. And that cost us a kill on the Leona. And Urgot does not have flash, but should be safe under his tower. And this could be a solo bolo. And it isn't. Okay, that's the first Drake pickup for Osiris. Expected with the Caitlyn pushing in. Syndra getting her head kicked in though by the Aurora. And the gold is dead even yet again. Bit of a reoccurring theme with these teams. Bit of a yo-yo effect with the gold. Was very eager to go in, but Caitlyn has 2 daggers. It's a horrible pickup. And this could be potentially... No kill possible for the Urgot. It seems that the Caitlyn lane has been completely nullified. I don't think she will be a threat again to Smolder and Leona. Very sad, very sad. And Syndra, no mana. Be very careful of this. And again, Stings has no ulti. So, and just like that, a clean kill. Ooh, that's a beautiful pull by the Blitz. Probably not enough. This probably still a dead Blitz. Yep, dead Blitz. Unfortunately, Volibear is the one picking it up, not the Smolder. Again, good ganks from the Volibear. Just like the last game, early game with the Trundle. Punishing the Caitlyn. And looking for a steal. We use Aurora ulti for nothing. It does not even reach the Xin Zhao. So that's gonna hurt him for sure in the mid lane. And again, he is 2-0. And that Volibear, very squishy. Could just die right here. Yeah, that's a insta-dead Volibear. That's the problem with the Volibear. It's very vulnerable to burst damage from something the likes of Syndra. It's gonna be 3 Void Grubs for Osiris. Volibear going for Dusk and Dawn into the attack speed crit item, most likely. And Caitlyn, she's fine. Smolder's mother completely misses. This gank is a bit ambitious. Forces a flash. Good, good. Forces a flash. I'm not sure what is Smolder building. I think it could be a collector. And Urgot should be completely safe. That's Ignite for Ghost. Neither top laner running TP. I'm glad to see it. Yeah, and that Syndra is getting bullied by the Aurora. Can't even recall in peace. Apologies. And the sleep deprivation kicking in again. Urgot struggling this lane tremendously. Even though Gwen does not have any items. Very scary to think how is the lane gonna look like once she gets Nashers and Dusk and Dawn. Second Drake should be spawning relatively soon. Yeah, just now actually. Gonna pique some interest on both sides. Already has Dusk and Dawn completed into the Sundered Sky on the opposition. And now I remembered why I don't do the double overlay, because it's just completely fucking everything. Let me do this, yeah. And Volibear, very dead. That means it should be a free Drake. Unless Aurora says no. And so far, only one dead. Should be a free Drake still. On the side of Osiris. Ooh, that's a huge snipe, but that's a clean haul. Was a very good kill. American sniper on the Urgot. Oh, sorry. Right now, Aurora is the shining star for the side of Osiris. His Volibear is not really... I fear he's not really gonna get any stronger, because... yeah, here comes the... Why is the Drake's not started by blue team? Why is it gone? What happened? Why did we just give Drake, even though we won the team fight? Huh, very strange. It's a terrible play then. Again, you win the team fight, and then you decide to leave Drake. There's a cheeky invade to the blue team. Could cost them dearly, because they are outnumbered. Volibear though, healing. And yeah, there's a lot of healing, guys. Can we kill the Smolder? Probably. The pincer move from the Caitlyn and Syndra, and barely escape with their lives. Leona adding back into the mix is very tanky though. Should be safe. And Blitz, is he gonna fall? He is. The Leona should be fine though, yeah. There's a lot of gold on the back pocket of Caitlyn from the team fight. Not getting this Drake though is a bit criminal. This should not have happened at all. A very bloody team fights. A lot of mistakes being made on both sides. The tower is close to being demolished by the Urgot. So far, he's staying on top in the 1v1 matchup. Do we think of this Kate? I can only say a Caitlyn is a good player if she can effectively use her traps with the other members' stuns, pulls of the Blitzcrank, and she cannot. So she's just pressing buttons. She's just pressing right click and hoping it sticks, you know? I wouldn't say she's the best Kate player, unfortunately. That should be a It's a miscalculation on the Volibear part. So good to see her here, Hufflepuff. Oh, just short on that pull. And again, you don't really have to be a good cape player once you get like 5 items. Then you just right click on the enemy and they die due to the headshot amplified damage. A good Caitlyn will completely fuck you with the traps. You will not be able to approach her. But it takes time to actually use effectively. You have to predict where the enemy is gonna move with the traps, which requires quite good macro and micro knowledge. Gwen thinks she can actually fare pretty well in the 1v1, but until she gets 3 items, I don't think that's a possibility. Also, once we get anti-heal for this Volibear, I feel like he's gonna get insta-killed in these team fights. And this is the first turret for the Urgot. It's a nice gold influx, 1.5k. And we are... that ulti, I hate it. I hate it. Ulti does completely nothing. We are in no man's land. We are pulling the Leona to our death, I think. Okay. Flashing for a blitz. Definitely not something you want to be doing. I don't think that kill is going to change really the course of the game. Aurora does not want to give this shutdown though. And it goes to the worst possible person, Syndra. And a Smolder dies as well. What's happening? This is just like that team fight in the first game, like around the 30-minute mark, where we had a half-k gold lead, and now we have 4 out of the blue. This will mean that Drake should go towards the blue team. I don't know why did they recall and not take Drake instead. Bad macro on their part. On the Osiris part, I want to say. We're still not doing Drake, even though it's been up and we won the team fight. It might go towards red team yet again, because now they have the vision advantage. Hey, please do dragon, guys, please. Win team fight, get dragon, yes? Should be fairly straightforward now. Okay, now we're doing Drake. Thank you, thank you. But 10 years late, but it is what it is. Okay, Caitlyn is gonna start to hurt really soon. I see IE is almost finished. So the Smolder and Aurora are gonna get a 3-shot. It's a good combo from Aurora, but a little too late. Blitz being... See, and the trap completely misses. What is this? What are these Caitlyn's? This Smolder should be dead. There's no world where he should survive this. You pull a target and immediately trap below them. And this is probably a dead Caitlyn. I don't see how she can survive the Volibear. Yeah. Unfortunately, the shutdown goes towards the worst target, being Leona. And this should be a dead Volibear. Yeah. Dead Volibear. Zinzao ulti hitting nothing. That was a very, very messy fight. Very messy fight. Again, both teams making mistakes. This time, though, it's just solely on Caitlyn, not understanding her champion. A good Caitlyn will 100 to 0 you with like a headshot, trap, E headshot into Q from a mile away into ultimate. But it does require a good micro from the Caitlyn, which is just not the case this game. Baron on the Rift already. No more Herald. The turret is still standing. Mid lane. Just barely. Barely holding on for dear life. This Zen has been playing really well, I gotta say. IXBCK, you seem to be a good jungler, at least in Div 4. Let's see if you can ascend in Div 3, if you choose to do so. Oh, just short. Both missing. Okay, focusing Leona, not the most ideal kind of situation, but does get blown up pretty significantly by the Syndra. And Caitlyn walking... it is what it is, I guess. Yes, again, Caitlyn, good player? No. Ooh, and that's that blitz pick. It just... You pull a target and they're insta-dead with something like a Syndra. So, and... Beautiful pull on the Smolder. This should be Baron. This should be Baron. Maybe not. Can we? I don't think we can tank the Baron. Yeah, beautiful team fight. Beautiful blitz hooks. And now we have a more than 6k gold lead. Just like that. I snap my fingers. 6k from 3k. Getting a bit greedy for this tower. Should be fine now. Yep. That's 7k now. Usually in these kind of circumstances, I would say it's GG, but it is Div 4, so teams are notorious for throwing. Versus better teams, they will never give up their lead, and you'll just get run over, right? Baron should be the next point of contention, so we should be moving our vision line here. Yeah. Also, the third dragon is spawning in 50 seconds. We have a line of traps, but it's easily avoidable if you just walk through the bush. When doing what she can to prove she's a strong side laner. We are trying to get this Urgot. Should be fairly successful. Yep, that's a very dead Urgot. I'm not sure the smaller ulti was necessary. I guess he wanted the shutdown. But it is gonna cost them. We are pushing mid lane. And Aurora is dead. No minions. Actually, no. One creep. One creep that could. Mid tower. Almost down. And we have a team. We have a Volibear. Volibear very dead. Yep. So that's a free third dragon. And possibly Baron. Gwen is doing what she can to do a cross map play. Catching the Syndra. Ooh, and ooh, that has to hurt. Gwen does not care. She's finishing the game by herself. Yeah, we have again 7k. This is probably a too big of a wall diff already on the side of Osiris. They should have this game in the bag. Baron should be the next one of contention, so we should be moving our wards inside of red side's jungle. The Volibear has become extremely useless. Can even die to this. Yeah, that's it. Just like that, Volibear gets insta blown up by the Syndra combo. Very well played. You can't even clear these waves. He's always at at the mercy of this Blitzcrank. Missing a hook one time. He's been playing very well thus far, I have to say. Very good aim with the hooks. But yeah, let's go to Baron. Yes, force them come to us. There's no way they can fight you. There's no way. If they do, they just lose the game. Yeah, that Baron. Oh, sorry. The Baron should have been started years ago. Ooh, and blue gets a reset. Tragic, tragic. Are we doing Baron now? Like, surely you can. Just force them in. Once they're in, you pull the Volibear and he dies. Yeah, they recognize they're not able to walk into the pit. They're just gonna wither away into nothingness in this game, I think. Nice ultimate from Caitlyn. No possibility to block it. Fuck it, just pull the Leona, you know? And Syndra barely lives. No 225 stacks on the side of Smolder, so no execute. This should mean this game is very over. Yes, I think the Caitlyn is dog shit, I'm sorry to say. Not using the champion to the best of her ability, unfortunately. Not using her strength properly, nor the combos. My Kate, fair, fair. Again, a win is a win. And a very, very clean, much cleaner game in comparison to the first one. It's gonna be 2-0 for Osiris. Gonna be a match point, and keep in mind they're fighting for a spot in the grand final of the Div 4. Xin, no, Xin was very good, very good. There were some long-range engages with the W, which a lot of Zins don't do because they just miss it. And again, it's very easy. It's very difficult to fuck up Xin because you just say Unga Bunga champ, just walking into the enemies like Mundo. But if it works, what was it saying? If it doesn't break, don't fix it. What was it saying? I think. No, what? I don't think it was dog shit. Yeah, the Gwen, a bit lackluster this game. I think you gotta be a bit better in the 1v1 department to pull this champ off. Otherwise, you just slip into nothingness, as I said. Yeah, least damage in the game almost. Only out damage the Leona, so not something you want to see. I suppose we're gonna be. If it isn't broke, don't fix it. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. So that's 2-0 for Osiris. Let's see if they can bring it home for 3-0 instead. Shaving off that one game that Sovereign had on them in winner's bracket round 1. Blitz more damage than Gwen. That is unfortunate, as I said. The Gwen was not exactly a power pick. Let's put it that way. Let's see. It's 1-1 in GBM versus Madman. So exciting stuff, guys. Hopefully I'll get invited to the third lobby. Please bring up some more spicy picks. The Blitzcrank was very good. I've seen some great aim when it comes to the hooks. Zeroing in on these carries and then blowing them up instantly. Granted, the Caitlyn should have trapped the targets immediately for the combo that is Blitz Caitlyn. But no matter, I'm sure you're gonna perfect it by grand finals if you manage to win this next game. Let's see what things do you have left. I see a Silas, I see a Diana. Granted, you have 40 games played, so it's a bit difficult for me to predict what you play. Sovereign on the back foot, 0-2. Not something you want to see. I want to see Vi. Definitely not. I do not want to see Vi. Unless you pick it last. Then possibly it could be useful. Leave the Nafiri. I hate Nafiri. I hate this champion. I hate any champion that has invulnerability and being untargetable. Especially being untargetable. That's just such a shit mechanic. I hate it. I hate it. I don't think... I think this mid laner thus far on Sovereign is their best player. So give him R5 and pray he carries. I don't know what else to say. Audi has been a bit underwhelming. The score is 2-0 for Osiris. Yeah, 2-0 for Osiris. And game 3 should be starting soon. Yeah, there is no lobby yet. There's nothing happening. So let me run a quick ad, guys, and I'll be right back. Well, I'm added. Let me change my title. 2-0. Done. While this is happening, let me check this. This is... no. Celestial 1. Okay, guys. Let's quickly create this lobby because it is past 9. And when I get back to watching my series on HBO. So you want to know what's the score and the Quantum against Celestial Fenrir? Because I can't actually see it live being updated, unfortunately. I don't really want to open a stream right now. The lobby still hasn't been created, unfortunately. Still being hostaged with my time. I'm glad the overlay will work this time. It is created. Oh. I just wasn't invited, I guess. Yeah. I did say... I did ask for an invite, but... again, it is what it is. Can I? No, I don't have you in my recent... Right, because I didn't play with you. I was just spectating. So it doesn't appear in my socials. I'll just patiently wait. It is okay, guys. I don't need to be in the lobby, you know? I don't need to see the game. Wait, okay. Let me... Yeah, I saw. Wait, how does it go? Is this? Thank you, Ray. Godsend. It's much easier. Just give me the tournament code instead. Are you gonna stay as a team for the? Actually, no. You can't possibly know because if you win the four, then you cannot remain as a full team for the subsequent split. Now, only two players was it? They can stay together if they win the whole thing. Yeah, sit out next split. Okay, okay. I still don't know whether I'm gonna play or not, cause if I play, then I cannot spectate games on Thursdays, right? And I still don't know whether any team would even take me, but we shall see. We shall see. Like playing is fun. Losing is not fun whatsoever, and my champ pool isn't exactly tournament worthy with the likes of Master Yi and Fiddlesticks, but as long as we're having fun, it's all good. Okay. We have almost everyone in the lobby, so I assume the draft 3 should be starting fairly soon. The Div 3 games will probably last a long while, since we have a 1-1 and I assume a tie as well in the Quantum against Fenrir. Here, first game was fairly close, second one not as much. Let's see whether Sovereign has a special strat hidden up their sleeves, and if not, then going down 3-0, not the greatest, but you did reach semifinal, so that's something in the worst case scenario, right? I'm still looking at these champles, but I'm probably not gonna be seeing anything interesting. I think Sovereign should run Jarvan Misfortune and pray. Hope for the best. Maybe an Orianna even, and just hope that the combo will work. Obviously, it's easily counterable by just skill diffing the opponent with like an assassin mid versus Orianna, and a Fury is the prime example, as Farah suggested already with the pick. Again, I saw Sovereign last week, and they were really strong against Dusk, but maybe it's just a worse team, a worse team scenario. They won against Leona's Chairs as well, 3-1, 3-0, and now they're losing 0-2. So definitely a reality check in this playoff stage. Hopefully they can pick themselves up and actually have some strong picks, especially top lane, because top lane has been a bit lackluster this series. Maybe going on tank duty, a Shen. I don't think he plays it, but he's been a bit banned, and this maybe he could go. Let's go Sion, go on tank duty. You can't really go wrong with Sion. It doesn't really matter what you do; you're always useful. Being a frontliner and a big meatball in front of your ADC and mid laner. Okay, guys. Let's start. Yeah, pretty please. I see a silver player on the side of Celestial. The gooey guy. Yes, this is the support. A Thresh player. I will like this draft. Okay. Again, anything that is non-standard, that's my favorite. So the Blitz was chef's kiss, That's just what I mean. And it worked perfect, because it was pulling all these squishy targets on the side of Sovereign, What about a Shyvana? I know this champ is dog shit, but surely someone can make it work at some point. I will like this draft if I actually be able to see it. And I'm not sure what's happening, but you guys are really overdoing it with the waiting time. Our draft. All right. Thank God. Let me bring back the music then. I don't really like this one. Let me do the 2024 one. Yeah. Our draft. And let me turn off my webcam as usual for the best experience. Are we starting draft? Right. Right. Let me start this. Yeah? Are we starting? You said ready. Now I look like a fool playing the music. Let me make it a bit louder. This is actually a really nice tune. Guys, get on with it. Let's see the Lowy ban, the Jarvan ban. You're gonna ban the same things. Let's be honest. No? Alright, be that as it may. Okay, and now I got blue balled yet again. Okay, so yeah, same things. Give them Malphite. Same with the Ilaoi. Nothing to see here. Probably a Jarvan again. Denying this easy ult combo. Targeting the mid laner again, and Nafiri is not let through. And they ban the Jarvan to avoid having to deal with possible Jarvan Misfortune Orianna combo. Lux, I'm not sure how good a Lux is in Div 4, seeing that there are gold and plat players here. I mean, a good Lux player is very dangerous, especially if you're walking into a fog of war. Oh, and fuck you, I hate Devi this early in the draft, but Sovereign hasn't really been too strong in this series, so maybe Devi will work. You already have one target, being the Lux, very easy to go in on. Again, I have trauma from this one Vi game where literally every single person could either block it with a spell shield or being invulnerable or untargetable. That's why I hate the Vi. Kai'Sa, very casual pick, 1v1 champion. Probably gonna go the AP route with Kraken, Rageblade, Dusk and Dawn. And we have an Ashe. Hopefully that's not Ashe Lux bot lane, because that lane is gonna be dumpstered by the likes of Nautilus, Kai'Sa, or Vi ganking them from behind. A lot of poke, of course, but very easily killable. We need a tank, guys. A Shen, a Sion, and Nocturne. Okay, that means this could be a Lux bot lane. And we're gonna pick Orianna a bit later, or force a ban. And they pick away the Ori Vi combo, very standard, kind of like a Jarvan, kind of like a Sejuani. Very hard to miss. And denying it from Nocturne is very vital in these circumstances. Okay, but we need a frontliner instead of Sovereign. Adi does play the Sion. He does not really play any other tanks, I believe. I think a Shen could fit Celestial teams very nicely. Stand United on the Vi or the Kai'Sa going in. Yeah, definitely could work. Very strong side laner as well. One of the strongest split pushers if you buy Titanic Hydra on the Shen. Granted, it's a bit rough to balance ulting someone as Shen and still maintaining good CS numbers. That remains with the top Shens out there. You can actually know when is the opportunity ult and when it isn't. Braum, denying the Ashe Braum. Braum being very good at, yeah, and they picked the Shen. good, good. Very good team comp thus far. Now, the only thing missing is the support. Probably can go wrong with an all-in support, something like a Nautilus. Leona gone. A Bard could be very interesting, actually. Could be very counterproductive, though, with the Vi. May as well ulti your team instead by accident. Looking at the champs available. I mean, they already played one hook champion being Blitz. Why not Thresh as well? Very squishy targets on the side of Sovereign. Lux, Ashe. I believe that's Akali mid lane, but we're gonna find out very soon. Nami's still open though. Nami notoriously strong with Kai'Sa, since Kai'Sa is an on-hit champion with her abilities. So if you enhance her abilities with the Nami, the champion becomes 10 times stronger in lane. Also, the wave, very good at disrupting the knock and Akali going in. And Darius, as long as you pick something that can slow the Darius going in, I'm a happy camper, you know? Morgana, solid. I think I might like the Nami a bit more, but the Black Shield, definitely not something you can ignore. The Black Shield for the Ashe ulti, the Lux binding, and the knock fear. Very strong team fight. I like this draft from Celestial. Unfortunately, Sovereign did not counter properly the Vi. I think it could have been an easy Sivir pick with the Nocturne, but they decided against it, unfortunately. I think it's all in the hands of the Akali. If Akali gets fed, then it might not even matter, because they have Shen stand united. They have Vi to point and click at an assassin. And they have Morgana with the binding, spell shield, and the ulti. So it's going to be a very rough game for Sovereign yet again. It is obviously winnable, but Osiris have a much stronger team comp yet again. Much easier to execute as well. Nocturne seems a bit out of place here. Granted, he's usually picked with an Orianna, but we have like two assassins. We have a control mage who is support and not mid, and we have a Darius who gets easily kiteable with slows, taunts, and bindings on the side of Osiris. So I don't know how the Darius supposed to play this game. I guess the answer is he will not be playing this game. He'll just be kited to oblivion and fall into nothingness yet again, like the champions that came before him. Alright. We have the champion select starting. This could be the last game of this split for Sovereign, and this is the match point for Celestial. They're on their way to fight for the number one spot in Div 4 against Ashen Kittens and the fake mid laner being Emerald in a Div 4 game. Whoever wins this game, whoever wins this series, I just want this fraud to lose. Because again, being Emerald against gold players, it is criminal. It's just a different realm. Unfortunately, when it comes to micro and macro at this level. Yeah, hopefully we'll not be here too long. As usual, after the pick and ban phase, I will run a quick ad and possibly run for something to eat and drink downstairs while the ad will be running. I also need to get a charger because my phone is slowly dying, and I have the overlay on my left monitor, and I have the chat on my phone. Yeah, BXCK, fuck you for picking Vi. I hate this champion, but I have to admit it seems alright. It seems alright in these circumstances. You got me, you know. You got me good. Okay, why are we thinking? Why are we thinking about this? Are you doing the runes now? You don't have the page ready? Vi is his most played champ? No? No, it's Freaky's most played jungler. They picked his champions. They picked the Mundo, they picked the Xin, and they picked the Vi. I'm not sure whose fault is it, but they just picked the 3 best champions away from Sovereign's jungler. Interesting. Okay, guys, keep it short, yes, because this is 9:35 already p.m. and I would like this game to end prior 10:30 the latest CT. Yeah. Obviously, I want more games, but should Sovereign lose, better lose quicker than longer, for my sake, because I am talking a lot, you know, and there is no co-caster who can accompany me, unfortunately. Should probably look for someone next time. It's just more fun to have someone to bounce off of instead of just talking to yourself instead. The voices are not too kind for me. The voices in my head, of course. My only company in these streams. The stream with Domain was actually surprisingly fun. I did not think he's actually such a fun guy to be around. His energy is a bit scary sometimes, but yeah, he is aspiring to be a professional caster after all. So you have to be a bit over the top at times, screaming on top of your lungs and such. I cannot do that because I have people sleeping in the rooms next to me, my children and my wife, and they'll kill me if I woke them up with a scream on top of my lungs. All right, I'm gonna run a quick ad, as I said, and we can enjoy the third game when I come back. So be right back. I really need Nightbot in here to ban these spammers. It's like the fifth bot I had to ban in the chat, but it's alright. It is what it is. Okay, while this is happening, let me quickly check the status of The game's Div 3. Okay, so Garlic Bread Mafia leading 2-1. They are the favorites, I think, based on what I've seen thus far. In Quantum, Celestial Fenrir, I don't know. I would have to open the stream, which I won't do right now. As I said, it's do or die for Sovereign. Down 0-2. Hoping for a reverse sweep at this point, which is very difficult to do because it's just very taxing for the mental to be down a match point twice. Well, 3 times. Celestial, very solid team comp, as I already said. Should be fairly easy to execute. While on the other hand, Sovereign, they have champions like Akali, Nocturne, Darius, very selfish. Well, Nocturne not really that selfish, but he doesn't have anyone who can play with him, apart from Akali. Darius will just get stunned and slow to oblivion. This champion will be completely nullified by the comp of Osiris, I think. Similar to most of Audi's picks. Like Mordekaiser, same problem. Alawi, same problem. And Darius, same problem. And Ergot really the same problem as well. All these 4 struggle in the team fights. Alright. Let me open the stream so I can see the what's it called? The overlay. Hopefully it will work this time as well. And we can enjoy some good League of Legends. Yep, it's working. Great. Let me do only this for me. And chat and time controls. Did no one die? Thank you. And we are live. Celestial 2-0. Do or die situation, as I already said. The Lux support, I hate it myself. It leads to my solo queue games. Like when I'm against it, they're Thanos. When they're with me, they just they're missing a brain cell. So it is what it is. Hopefully this will be Thanos and not the missing brain cell kind of situation. Going toe-to-toe mid lane. Ori should get bullied early on, but a good Ori will zone you with the ball perfectly and use her amplified auto attacks to bully you, especially if you're melee, like the Akali. As she's doing right now, I think. Darius should have the edge early on against Shen. Against any melee, really. Not sure if Darius is one of his mains. So yeah, using the ball properly to zone. And Shen completely blocking all the damage from Darius, from his autos. A good dodge. Doesn't matter though. Yeah, their strength in this lane is just poke. Poke, 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 poke. You can't keep dodging it. Good E and a clean flash. I don't think he would have died necessarily from it, but I respect it. Playing it safe. Making sure he's not on the back foot in this series. I do notice there's a silver player in this match on the support role. I'm not sure he was there in game 1 or 2. I may have just completely not noticed it. Okay, tanking turrets for fun. Again, the goal should be dead even this early game because both teams are, well, Sovereign are scared. They don't want to make a mistake that they were gonna play fairly safe, I believe. Sakali has to win this lane. If Ori wins the lane, the game is automatically over. The setup with the Vi is just too good. We should be using our autos against the Akali. I guess she's scared. She will not dodge the E. You'll lose the trade, and we'll have to recall instead. This lane is very hard for Ori. Then again, Ori is a bit rough into all assassins now. It's like the go-to counter against Orianna. And we are ganking. That really did nothing, no? I mean, Ashe is fine bot lane. Then again, I think you should keep the pressure on, so that you could force the first dragon for your team. Hopefully the aim. Good ulti, good ulti. This could have been a kill. Seeing how she had no flash. No mana though, and we are going for the first dragon. Both teams are assembling near it. Shen is looking for an ulti angle. Good block. Clean. And we're just both dancing around each other, I suppose. Ooh, that's a clean trade for the Shen. Tanking the tower. That is gonna cost him half his HP bar. No one is... This is the full vision advantage for the blue team. Again. What is this Vi supposed to do? Yeah, just run away. Exactly. Imagine that was like Sejuani. Sejuani works with Orianna as well, you know? And now Drake is lost. That's another Hex stick. If they're gonna be scared like that in the team fights, they will not win this game. You have to be aggressive with this comp. Otherwise, the Akali will just run over you. Or you're just gonna get poked down by the Lux. Good combos. It completely misses the ulti. I'm not sure whether it was well played, actually. Flash is nothing. Good attempt. Not much used. And I have to see it again. What the hell happened here? Oh, that's dirty. That's dirty. Well played by Ori. Playing with the turret range. And Kaisa is getting Shen ultied. It's gonna really cost the Shen. Can we kill the Lux though? Because he needs that kill to atone for his loss of CS top lane. Darius is getting some alone time top lane. This tower is getting massaged. It's a lot of gold for the Darius. Gold is still dead even, basically. Since the only thing that's the difference between these two teams is one Drake and 2 kills. Basically nothing. 8 minutes though, plenty of time for this game to speed up. Appears we would like to play with his Herald. Both supports up there. And not Herald, Grubs, my mistake. And this Akali is gonna get bullied to oblivion right now. There's a problem. If you're an assassin and you don't punish the Ori, or worse, you give her a kill, then you're gonna suffer. You're gonna suffer for the rest of the game in this lane. And it's 3 grubs towards the red team.
I know how to make the ticking sound.
Do we kill him? I don't know, actually. I don't think we kill him, guys, I'll be honest. I think you might have killed yourself, actually. Okay, we are ulting a Shen. And that's a kill for the Darius. Well played. Biting a bit more they could chew with the Shen. And force flash. Okay. No dive possibility. The Sovereign they still have teeth. They're just not too fond of using them, it seems, in the game 1 or 2. I believe it's round 2. No, it's Nocturne. Oh, he just invaded. My mistake. I completely missed on which side of the map he was. His poke is not landing from Deluxe. The longer this night goes, this evening, I'm becoming more, excuse me, more and more tired. And it should be a Deluxe. Yep. Easy pickup, easy CC chain. You can understand why this Vi is being picked here. It's just not exactly the most entertaining champion to watch. Here I am suggesting Sejuani is interesting. Should be a dead Nocturne. And they get the Drake just like that? Really? A Shen ulti, nothing. It's a series of unfortunate events. No cleanse. You're going neck and neck, fighting tooth and nail. Basically the same goals on both teams. Sorry, I spaced out a bit. What is the next objective? If the teams can fight for it. We have 2 minutes for the Herald and long time for the Drake, so. Gonna have to see more of these bindings missed on both sides. Yep, there's another binding. These are not definitely the heat-looking, heat signature-looking blitz hooks. Okay, good flash. A death though. Okay, getting something back. Good kills, good kills. Still averaging. Yeah, still no gold, unfortunately. make something interesting in this game, because I am slowly falling asleep. It's too late for me. I have to get a good night's sleep before these games, it seems. Or get a second caster to keep me entertained. See, let's say full combo. Granted, that is a support, but mid Lux would have killed that Vi right there. Ooh, that E slowly, just short of hitting. Are we killing him? No. Okay. Ori is starting to fumbling the bag really badly. I'm not liking what I'm seeing. For Augusto, you're disappointing me. That's a dead tower. That's a dead Shen. Is he dead? Probably. Yep. Okay, good, good. Cross map play. But that Darius is getting dangerous. He's at the second tower, chipping away. Most likely gonna need 2 people to stop him every time. Again, blue team is getting back into this game. 3k gold lead. I'm fighting with myself not to fall asleep. The game is now boring by all means. Are we really going on Darius though? Are we? What did Vi really accomplish there? Please tell me. She delivered the ball. Might as well play something with better damage like Sejuani. You wanna just deliver the ball. We just exhausted a stun Akali. This is potential soul point in the future. It seems they get it. Unjustly. And the tower finally falls. That leaves only the bot lane outer turret. Which should soon meet its fate. Sorry. Okay, he does have Titanic. That Shen definitely fights back. Oh, that was a bad one. I straight up just closed my eyes. What are we looking at here? We have a 3k gold lead still. We have a dragon which is spawning in 3 minutes. Ori barely escaped. And never mind, there's a clean 1v1 by the Akali. And again, this assassin pick is starting to really pan off against the Orianna. phone is about to die. He actually opened a window. Maybe he's just too hot in here. There we go. Ooh, that's a nice winter breeze in spring. We're TPing. Their main strength is the Akali now. So as long as Ori gets items, then she's not really a threat anymore. That's a goal, if I've ever seen one. Was winning, oh shit, not FPS camera, what the fuck? Directed camera. I mean, as I was saying, like this vibe. Yes. I think the Vi is only kind of not OP, but very strong. If you have the Halo blades, I do not think we win this, guys. I'll be honest. I do think you just got double killed by this Darius. Yeah, from what I'm seeing, this is a clear loss, and we are going to game 4 thus far. Yeah, this Darius is surprisingly strong. My favorite team? I think my favorite team was Synergized Dawn, but sadly they're gone. And this is a rather bold Baron. They might just swoop it. I think they fumbled the bag. They should have kept doing the Baron, the red team. And yeah, and the CC chain to death. CC chain to death, clean Baron, and just like that, another 2k gold swing. That was very poorly played, very poor Baron on the side of the blue team. Not preparing the vision, he's going straight for it. And now it's just, unless Nocturne steals it, just focus Nocturne first, guys. Blue team's still there. Oh no, not again. Should be safe now. That's disaster that this Baron was stolen, because they need the Drake. They have to stop the dragon stacking and avoid a soul point. Okay, this woke me right up. And the cold air as well is helping. The Drake should be... Yeah, the Drake should be secured. I don't think Akali wants to bite. No. Akali does not indeed want to bite. Okay, we have a 2k gold lead. Unfortunately, no Baron for Osiris. It's a bit unfortunate that Nocturne was able to get inside the pit. If I went the tanky route, so she's not able to 1v1 anyone, sadly. If she was a Chad, she would have gone Hail Blades, full lethality with like crit as well. Only the most formidable players are not scared to make such a play. Ooh, that's a very deluxe. And the question is... Man, that's very... That Kaisa is a monster. I think she is fine. No, never mind. That was a bit too much. Both the Nocturne and the Akali, almost well played though. I don't think the Akali ulti is that necessary there, but +1 for the style points. Yeah, so we killed a Lux support and gave our ADC and support for it. I don't think that was a fair trade. These fights are looking very interesting. Not one-sided at all. Both teams have a plan, and it's just all in the hands of players who executed better. Blue team is more unga bunga. Let's go in with the Akali ult and Nocturne. Red team is more. There is more finesse to it. Except the Vi. Vi is a full unga bunga champ. This Nocturne is fairly fed. 5 kills. Been doing well for himself. Kaisa being fed, probably the best case scenario, since she's the main carry in these team fights. Ori is just there to press R and speed up her teammates. That's her only purpose. Being on split push duty versus Akali is not great though. Feels very dull for sure. Looking for a counter gank. Are we really going to 3-mana Shen? There's no way you're walking after those creeps, right? Thank you. It seems this is a dead Lux again. I think you'll just spell shield it now. No, it's a dead Nocturne, and this is a completely useless Shen ulti. This Kaisa was in no danger of dying whatsoever. Drake is spawning in 1 minute 20 seconds. So no objective on the map. We win the skirmish, but no objective on the map. This Ori is starting to really hurt. I do like an Ori who goes the Chad build with Shadow Flame instead of the double HP, double mana route. We go Luden, Shadow Flame just to fuck their in their ass. Being rather bold, walking up like that to no vision at all. Has Shen right next to her though. Yeah, this next Drake might decide the game. Unless it will be another like 3-4-3. Apologies. Ooh, that's a flash. The flash is dead Ash. Nocturne is in no man's land. That's very bad plays from the Nocturne. Ulting melee range. It's gonna be a free Drake. And I was praising Sovereign, but they completely squandered their lead. They're just fumbling these 3v3s, 2v2s. And the Lux pick, well, as expected, it's feeding. It's kinda useless. Only good if you're really fed, because then you're the second AP carry. If you're just feeding, you're just giving up gold. You serve no purpose. The shield is barely noticeable on the Lux if you don't have a lot of AP. And yes, it should be a free Baron. Granted, Ashe stole it last time. No vision this time, should be free. There's 3 oceans, that's so much healing already. the fact that it was taken by Morgana does not bode well for you. The Nocturne not feeling a bit hypey. Good positioning for the Kaisa, I have to say. And Shen dying for her sins. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, very good positioning with the Kaisa, ulting towards her team. Right next to the Akali, who is binded into Morgana ulti. Akali, not a very happy camper this game, can't really play at all. Gets CC chained every single time she walks in. Baron for only a Shen's life, you take that trade any day. This top lane tower needs to fall though. It's been a bit long. It's been 30 minutes, and a outer tower is still on the rift. I mean, this Vi is not useless. I'm just a Vi hater. That's all I am. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. What can I say? I'm jealous of her stellar looks. Four oceans. It's so much healing. There's no one pushing bot lane, sadly, but I do think they need the Shen with them. And my phone is dead, so I will not be reading chat for a bit. Both teams are very tense, but red team, they hit their power spikes. They're 3k ahead. They have their CC. Their Ori is online. Their Kai'Sa's online. More you can ask for, really. The one misstep from blue team and the game is over. You're just slowly chipping away at these towers. Very good, very good. Ooh, that was beautiful. That was a beautiful taunt and double ulti. This could be the game, actually. The death timers are fairly low, so maybe just 2 inhibs? Probably just 2 inhibs. Yeah. Maybe an inhib as well. We don't care about Lux ulti. Nice! Well played. They were behind early game by 2-3k, and they just bounced their way back up. Darius being a tad bit useless. Who could have seen that coming? Next Drake should probably decide the game. Yeah, 30 seconds. Once they get Ocean Soul, I don't think they can die. There will be just too much healing for the blue team to handle. And we just throwing everything on the tankiest member. Yeah, that was very poorly played. And now you're all dead. Yeah, I think the Kai'Sa is dead as well. Okay, we're getting denying the ocean soul. Excellent! Thank you, Gooey. I take that could be a spoiler, unfortunately. Let me do this and this. You're a pretty good support player, I have to say. For being silver, good for you. Gold when? surely soon, right? Wait, you were like silver 1, so just you probably were gold even at some point. Yeah, seeing how GUI is here, I highly doubt it was unfortunately Sovereign who won this game. You don't get much time to play ranked. You know where you lost. Yeah, you're all here. The gang is here. It's alright, guys. I didn't want to be surprised anyway. Through Nexus? Probably, yeah. I'm sure this Lux support will do wonders in this game. Okay, that was a bit criminal, GUI, I have to say. There have been a bit too many of these kind of plays. Just flashing into nothing. Darius kind of manhandling them. Is this a the Penta? Penta? Nice. And that's gonna be grand finals for Osiris. And I thought it was gonna be a closer series, seeing how Sovereign was playing so well against Dusk, but very unfortunate they had to go up against Osiris again. Well played, Osiris. Clean 3-0. Did not doubt them for a second. And the damage graphs, yeah, well, the Vi very useful as you can see here when it comes. And again, it's not the like solo queue, Halo Blades, lethality, and crit Vi. So you're only there to be a ball bot that needs this. I know, you're just there to provide mental support. I still think a Sejuani would have been just as good, and you would do more damage if you want to be like an engaged tank, yeah. But you are an R-bot, yes, but there are better R-bots out there, I think, than Vi. Oh, I see how it. You just wanted to make it exciting and hopefully make it game 4 and game 5 possibly. I mean, I respect the Orianna not going the bitch-ass Rod of Ages Seraph's Embrace build. Just going balls deep Ludens, Rabadon's Shadow Flame. I think more Oris should go that build. Yeah. So, well played to Osiris. This is gonna be 3-0 now, yeah? Yeah, that's 3-0. And we're gonna have a grand final next week, which I will be casting 100%. There is a fraud in the midst, as I've been saying all along. On Ashen Kittens, there's an Emerald mid laner. Hopefully, Farah will be pleased with that matchup. I don't think he was that tremendously good, but you could definitely see a difference if he was playing against a silver or gold player. So that's the clear mismatch. The other players are fine, but I think Ashen Kittens are in grand finals for a reason. They are the best team for sure. We just have to see whether they can get the revenge from Wilderness Bracket round 2. Yeah, Comfy Emerald, exactly. And let me snooze this for a second. Hopefully, we're gonna see. You're gonna have to throw some curveballs their way. You're gonna have to throw a Blitzcrank their way, something they don't really expect, you know, to make sure the winners bracket round 2 won't happen again in grand finals. Yeah. Alright, guys, I'm really tired. It's been a blast as usual. I do like casting these Div 4 matches. They are sometimes more interesting than the higher division ones because you see so many stupid mistakes. It's just very difficult to justify them, but that's what makes them funny, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna be here next week. Hopefully it's not gonna be a 3-0 stomp, but a best of 5. And we're going to see some spicy picks in Game 5 when there are no champions available whatsoever due to the Fearless Draft. And yeah, well played to the winners. Well played to Celestial Osiris. And I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.